Hello, everybody, and welcome to Trading Within the Box here on the charts here. First of all, this is not a recommendation to buy, hold, sell any stocks, futures, or any equities, or any Forex, or any kind of stocks or bonds. This is an educational video only. If you'd like to purchase stocks, please contact a licensed professional and the brokerage house of your choice, okay? So today, I want to show you something a little different here. We're going to go over something, then we'll go over the market a little bit later. Today, we're going to go over stock market bubbles. And I want to go over, this is a monthly chart. I want to go over this with everybody because I want to show you what's going on the big picture here, okay? We're gonna take this back, okay? We're going to take this back quite a while here, okay? So the first thing I want to show you, let's go all the way back here in this... This is 2001 to, I'm sorry, this is 1994, 1993, and then we're topping out here in 2001, okay, and that was the first bubble, okay. So let's go over it. I'm going to put it up on the chart here and try to make you see it on a monthly. Now, each one of these candlesticks is a monthly chart, okay, as a monthly candlestick. And what I want to show you is, look at this. First of all, we had nothing going on for all this time, okay? This was, for years, 1993. We went sideways, okay, for 2 years, okay? So this area right here was 2 years right here, okay? 2 years, okay? Then we got the breakout, okay? Now remember, each one of these candlesticks here going up, this is a monthly chart, okay? And this was a bull market, okay? Look at the bull market holding the moving average in the trend. Look at the trend. See the trend? Now this is a monthly trend here, okay? Look how it just kept holding over and over and over. Then we had a sideways consolidation right there, and that was around July of 2000, that was July of 1997 all the way to January of 1998, okay? So 6-month period there, okay? We went sideways. We came back, and then we had a correction. This is not a crash. This is a correction right here where I'm circling, okay? So that started in July of 1998, okay? And then that ended around September of 1998. Then we came back up, and now right in this area, I'll just draw a little box, okay, we broke out again. Okay, we had another breakout, so we had another bull market right here. When was that? Okay, and that breakout was in December of 1998, and that held all the way up until right before we had the crash. That was March, okay, of 2000, okay, and then we started to break up a little bit, okay, and then we came and we retested, okay. So let me just go over here for a second, and we came up. We were at, that was March of 2000, okay, the week of March 1st, and that had 247.59 million shares, okay. We came up with 104. We came up with 101 to retest it. Okay, and then we started selling off. So when it came up with 247, we came up with nothing. So when it was retesting up in this area, right in here, we came up with lighter volume right there. Okay, and then when was that? That was right before the crash. Okay, that was September of 2000. Okay, and then look at the crash, and that crash lasted all the way to October of 2002. Okay, and then it retested, so it came down on October of 2002, and then came down, and that swing point at 1.346 billion shares, the S&P 500 here. Then it came down, and at 1.15, it came in with lighter volume, okay? So if you look at this, 1.34, 1.15 billion shares, okay? We had a W formation, okay? We had a W formation that was a retest W, bottomed out. The crash was over right there, okay? So then you come back and you start going up, okay? In May of 2003, you start going up. Now you get a bull market from May of 2003 all the way up to when? You remember that crash? And that was in July of 2007. And then October, we started crashing. Remember? That was a horrible thing. That was a faster crash. The other one stopped and it came up. It failed. It came back down with a newer low. It failed at the 9-day moving average monthly chart. Remember? Okay. So then we came back to here. Okay. So we had a bull market. Remember, we had a bull market. Okay. From June of 2003 all the way up to July of 2007, and then October of 2007, and then we crashed. Okay, and that was here. Okay, you see it? See the line? My moving average, I'm below it, but you can see it right above it. How it came back, it held. It came back, it held. It came back, it held. And they kept buying it off of those ranges. Now, what happened here was it came up into the same exact spot and failed that it did in October of 2000. Okay? So the fall is the harvest time for these crashes, right? Okay? Not always, but that's when this happened. Okay? That's what happened October, both. Now, on this crash, we came back even lower than the last one. We were down in the 79.45 range, and we were down at like 70. Okay, so when we crashed, we came down hard. We came back. We failed at the moving average, which was the 9-day EMA, exponential moving average. It held under. It came up, and then once it passed this point, anybody that was long had to short, had to get out or short. The big boys were shorting, okay? Came back down. Remember, I think it was March 9th. Was the end of the March of 2009, and I think it was March 9th of 2009, actually. And we were all the way down here, okay? And then we bottomed out. That was the end of the crash. And what happened here? The flush out of volume. See the flush out of volume right there? I'm going to put an arrow right there. Okay. So then we came off this bottom. And then look at the volume in this area. That's when all the money, the big money came back in to this market, March of 2009. Now, we had quantitative easing holding the markets up, okay? They were printing, and then we had the quantitative easing. And they gave the money to the banks, and the banks bought in. Okay, then we came back here, and we held the support area. We got it back up and over. And when was that? That was, we topped out, and we thought we were going to crash again at this point a little bit. And I remember at that time, May of 2011, okay? And that's when we came back up. We came back to support. And I remember in September and October of 2011, we thought we were possibly crashing again, but they held the market again, okay? Now, we came back up to this point here. See it as it held? It came up and above, and it held support on this on a monthly chart. And then we had a bull market run, okay? So the bull market run was, let's call it when we broke out. So it was August of 2012. Came back, we retested the moving average on a monthly chart on December of 2012. Okay, now keep now right here as we came up. You look at this is what we call a bull market, where we don't have any corrections, we just have pullbacks. See that blue line right there, okay? That's what we call, that's a bull market right there. Okay, so then at that point, you can't. Now, remember, we had the resistance area, okay? right where I just drew that blue line again, right there. Okay. Look at the bull market. Okay. And that, remember what I had said, 2012, let's say May of 2012, all the way up to when? And then we had a correction. We thought we were crashing again. And May of 2015, and then we started pulling back. And then we hit some lows in August of 2015. And then we hit lows in January of 2016. Okay, now, so keep your eyes here, okay? So look how much further up we went from this point. Now, if I draw a red box right here, okay, look at this point. Look where we came up from. Look how much higher we got up there. Now, this is only in 2015, remember. Then we come up and we know we have major resistance level right here, okay? We come up and we break out. We have another bull market, okay? And that was around October, November of 2016, okay? Now, I'm going to clear this chart, okay? And right here, we're going to move the chart down. Now, look at the last time down here, okay? Look at down here, okay? Look at where we were. Now, these were topping out, okay? And then we had the breakout, and then boom, we were off to the races, okay? And when was that? Remember what I said? 2013. That's when we started having that breakout, okay? Now, we got up and above on when? The month of July of 2016. We break out again. Now we have another bull market. A strong, look at the strength of this bull market. Okay, remember in 2016, this was the volatility during the election time. We'll know what we were getting. Okay, so we were down in this area, March 2016, and then we come up, and we came all the way to January of 2018. Okay, so now we come all the way up to that level and we pull back. Then we make a new high. And we made a new high in August of 2018. Then we had a major correction. Okay. When was that? That was December of 2018. And then we stopped and the quantitative easing came back in. Okay. Then we had the resistance area right there. And then we broke out again. Now I'm going to clear the chart again, okay? I just want you to keep watching this, okay? Look how much higher we got. So put your eyes down here and here, because these were the top of the markets when they crashed in 2001 and 2008, okay? So look how much higher we are right now, okay? We're still going here on this chart, okay? I actually have to squeeze it down so you can see it a little bit better. So keep your mind open here. Now, this is like a rubber band, okay? When the rubber band breaks, it's going to be harsh, okay? This is a monster setup here coming, okay? Just let you know. I want you to look at this now, okay? So then when we broke out, August of 2020, we came up and above from where we started to crash on February of 2020. And that was the coronavirus. This was the coronavirus crash right here. Okay. We thought this market was going to crash, and then they brought it back. Okay. Okay. So this was that flash crash or whatever of a few months in February, March of 2020. Okay. Now we get up and above this area right here, and we hold support right there where my blue line is. We come back, we test with lighter volume, and then we get the engulfing, the buy signal right there, and it breaks out. And that was when? In November of 2020. Now we break out and we go up. Okay. Now we get another bull market here. Okay. We get another bull market. When was that bull market until? Just recently. In December of 2021. We started to break in January of 2022. Okay? So now, okay, so you see where you are. Now, watch this for a second. I just want to show you something. Okay? Look where you were, and now look where you are. Okay? You were down here for your crash, and you were down here in 2008 and 2001 or 2. Then you come back up. Look where you were. Okay? Look how high. Look how stretched you are. Okay? Look how overbought you are. Okay? So you need to know where you are. Now look where you are. Okay? Now right here, we break in January of 2022. Now here's the most recent action. Okay? Now remember how high you are in this market. Okay? I'm giving you perspective here. Because when you look back and you go back to these crashes, okay, look how high you are. Look at this. Look how overbought you are. Okay, now here's the thing here. Okay, now you get a little bit of a what? A bullish head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so now you got a bullish head, and now you just got another breakout. Okay, this month. Okay, now this month has got another week, let's say, to go. So let's see here. So you get this little breakout. Okay, so we're going to test this area in this spot right here. So this market's going to go up. Okay, for now. This is for now. Now, focus here for a second. Just stay with me for a second here, okay? With that said, now I want you to look at something quick here, really quick. I'm going to stretch this out. You came down with a massive velocity candlestick monthly here, okay? On the month of April 2022, okay? How many shares? 1.857 billion shares down, okay? Now we're moving into this area, okay? We're coming in 1.7 billion shares, okay? Now, you come in again here. 1.57 billion shares, 1.85, okay? This is the month of April 2023, 1.39, 1.78. Now, we don't know yet here, okay? We have 1.34, so we still got a little time here to go. Let's see what kind of volume we get when we eat into this candlestick here of the month of April 2022. Let's see what happens here. Now we have major resistance right here. We have a supply line, so we'll be going into a major supply line. Okay, not in the near future, coming up very soon at 452 to 458 to 459. We have a major resistance area, major sell area. Now it could get up and above that area and then retest the highs. So let's say we get up and above. So we come back. We're going to come back at one point. So the moving average, you're going to pull back at one point. And then you'll probably hold and make another run. Okay, so that's very possible. Okay, so this little bull market that we're having right now is not over yet. Okay, but remember where you are. Let me take this off. Can it go up to this area here? Okay, can it go up to that area? Yes, it can. And where is that? Okay, so the high on this month right here, which was June of 2022, was 479.98. Right now, okay, so right now we're at, what did we close? 436.51 today, and this is June 22nd, 2023. So let's see what happens when you come up into this area. Or do we fail and we get a higher low? Come down, we come back up, we fail, and then they pound you down here, and then we start pounding down. Now, we could go sideways monthly too, or we could take this out and then we start going into the crash. So is that going to happen? Is that the next bubble? So look at this too. This could be an M formation. We could be getting a monster M formation, and then down she goes. Okay? That's very possible here. Okay, so it's something that you want to be real careful of, okay? So you got some time. Right now we're going up. Okay, let's see what happens here as we get into the supply areas. Okay, at 458, 459. That's something you're going to want to look at. Okay, it's something that you also want to look at daily as it gets into that area. So this is stock market bubbles. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. Nobody's has a crystal ball. Nobody knows everything. Okay? One bubble, two bubbles, a small little one, and the third one. Okay? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. You know how things in fours go. Okay? The fourth peak, we get a lot of failures at those points. Okay? Always remember that too. Okay? Right here. Okay? We had 1, 2, we had 3, and then 4, and it started to break up right there. So now that's the same thing we have going on here. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in that fourth peak right now. Okay? So that's something, just letting you know. Those are the bubbles. 1, 2, of course, that little one, and the monster one coming. Okay? Okay, those are your bubbles. See the bubbles? Just be careful. Just letting you know that we're peaking around the corner, and we say to ourselves in the back of our mind, we store it in the back of our mind that we're coming up into a major supply area. Let's see if we go into that with lighter volume, and if we fail, and then of course we'll test these areas, these support areas first, but then let's see from there. And then what's my channel all about? Trading within the box. Right now we're trading within the box, but what will happen once we reach that area, and then do we go down? Is this the final biggest, largest bubble there is in the stock market? Because look at how far we got up. I'm not scaring anybody. I'm not saying anything. But remember what I say about sideways consolidations. This is a monster sideways consolidation. We went up already, okay? And when a rubber band gets stretched out too far, what usually happens to a rubber band if you keep stretching it? Boom, she breaks. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps everybody out. Keep this in the back of your mind. Keep it in the back of your head. Stock market bubbles. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share, and have a wonderful weekend, and happy trading.